What is going on, everybody? This is Tevin Hero with Conquer You. What's been going on lately, man? I want to give y'all a little background, a little update. We have partnered with Eben Vision Media, so we now have a podcast version of the show, right? So the full video gets aired under their YouTube channel. I think y'all saw that this past Friday, because that's when our show drops, Friday at 8 p.m. So it gets aired on their YouTube channel. So shout out to them. Grateful for the partnership. Big things coming on that end. We're still doing radio as well, y'all. We haven't gave that up yet. Well, not yet, because I don't feel like we're giving that up at all, because I like the radio side for Conquer You. So we are currently being aired on two radio stations that is based in New York. So shout out to them, the Evening Rush Network and EAJ 1023. Shout out to them. Excuse me. So that's where we at right now. But I still want to do something for this channel, because I still want to grow this channel. I still want to grow the Conquer You channel, because I appreciate every subscriber, every viewer, every listener, anyone who subscribed, commented, shared, all that good stuff. So I still want to give something for us, right? So what we're going to be doing on this show, this is going to be a more intimate, and not, of course, not in like a sexual way, a sensual way, but more like a me and you, because you see me or you hear me, do our thing when it's me and Cliche. Shout out to Cliche, but this is going to be me and you, man. I'm the only voice you're going to hear. So we're going to be talking about, deeper things, the conquering, the battles we really go through, mostly mentally and daily. Like, you're going to hear that on the podcast and the radio side, but this is going to be coming from my perspective and my perspective only. So today I want to talk about Black men's mental health and the state of Black men's mental health. Where is it today? I think it's shot. I think it's been shot for a very long time. I feel like Black men's mental health get treated by this country as Black people get treated by this country. This country is aware that Black people have problems. They see it, but barely want to do anything about it. And I feel like that's the same way with Black men's mental health. But I'm not going to be just pointing a finger, because Black men's mental health, we have to be accountable for our own mental health, y'all. So I'm going to be really talking to the brothers right here. We got to make sure our mental health matters to us first. We can't depend on anyone else to make sure our mental health is prior to them. We got to make sure it's prior to us. I see a lot of Black guys committing suicide these days, taking other people's lives carelessly, and a lot of that, I believe, have to do with mental health, and some just may be some evil ass people, but it still has to do with mental health, I believe. And like I said, we got to start taking that more seriously, and it starts with us. We got to be more accountable for our mental health. So how do we take care of our mental health? First, we need to be aware, right? We need to be aware that we have a mental health issue. A lot of men don't like to admit when they're in pain, when they're effed up, when they are feeling vulnerable, things like that. We don't like to admit when we're weak in anything because it's been this stigma, this illusion painted out there by society, and most have to deal with our own community, that black men can't afford to be weak. Black men can't afford to have these certain feelings, yada, yada, yada. So we got to be aware that, hey, I'm mentally shot. I'm mentally effed up, man. Because it begins with awareness, right? So first we have the awareness. Now it is up for us to understand what our issue is. Who and what is making our minds feel that way, right? So it's one thing to be aware, but you're aware of the problem. Now you gotta understand why this is a problem and who and where this problem is coming from, right? So we got to look ourselves in the mirror and do some deep soul diving, soul digging, however you want to phrase it, and really understand why we have what about ourselves, or what about our environment, or do we have in our lives that's really contributing into messing up our mental health, because it can be energy from different people we are involving ourselves in and with. It could be the environment that we're in, it could even be what we look at on TV, on our phones, this, that, and the other. So we need to understand and solve the problem, right? Another thing is being more vocal. Like, we gotta be vocal. Like, if we understand who and where it's coming from, we need to be vocal. Like, right then. Like, let's not procrastinate on things and people that's affecting us and our mental health in a negative way. Let's not procrastinate in dealing with that. Let's take care of it right now, because the longer you don't deal with it, the stronger that issue grows in our minds and in our overall health. Like, if you did something to me, I'm gonna tell you right then and there, hey, you did this or said this, and it really had a negative outcome or a negative effect on my mind and my mental health. So we need to start voicing voicing our feelings, and our feelings, like voicing feelings that have a negative effect on us when someone does something wrong, whether it's directly or indirectly. That's how we conquer that. Shout out to Conquer You. So that's another thing. Another thing too, meditation, y'all, brothers. Meditation is a lifesaver. Now, this is from personal experience. When I was in Iowa and I introduced myself to meditation, it was a game changer on my mental health, my emotional health, and spiritual health. I guarantee you. And mind you, meditation is not the act. Meditation, and this is my personal opinion, meditation is not the act. Meditation is what you do with your energy that makes it meditation. You can play the game and let that be meditation, listen to music, just going for a ride in the car, walking in the park, even playing a sport, even writing. Whatever you do is what you do with your energy, because when you meditate and you allow yourself to be still and have your energy be still for a moment, you could think about, it allows you to dissect thoroughly what's on your mind and what's been affecting your energy and emotions and your mental health lately. And then you can properly dissect those and place those in their correct perspective, so it's not affecting you anymore like that. So be aware, be vocal, understand the problem. I know I'm saying this out of order, but understand the problem. I'll go back. Be aware, understand, be vocal, and meditate, and or therapy. Maybe some of y'all not that spiritual and don't believe in that kind of stuff. Therapy helps. Well, it can help you. I'm gonna say that. because it's not guaranteed all the time, so it can help you. But those are like the 4 and 5 things we need to do, because we need to take more accountability for our mental health. And for the ladies, because I don't forget my sisters, I love y'all. For those who are dealing with a guy or have guy friends, ask them how they doing mentally today. Like, ladies, when was the last time you asked a guy that you are a friend with, an associate with, or a boyfriend with, or a partner or whatever, hey, how are you feeling mentally today? Now we're not asking you to cater, but ask him because you are aware of his mental health too, and you want to make sure his mental state is good, especially if you're dealing with him. Instead, and definitely if you invest in yourself in him, you want to ask him like, hey, how are you doing mentally? So I challenge y'all to do that. And drop in the comments if y'all don't mind. When was the last time, ladies, you asked a guy, how are you feeling mentally today? Where is your mental state today? So that's all I got for y'all. We got some more. Well, I got some more content for y'all coming up. God bless. Conquering your life, ladies and gentlemen, starts with you. And we out.